The Nightside Project. Finish the day happy with Ethan Millard and Alex Keary on KSL News Radio.
This is the Nightside Project. Thanks so much for grabbing this episode. I'm Ethan Millard here with Alex Keary. We're helping you finish your commute happy. To do that, we've got an amazing Zen headline. We want to thank Jake Packer for teeing it up for us on Twitter. And let's just say, Oreo cookies are wanting to give you $500,000.
Can I?
$500,000. We'll tell you how you can use it. And I'm not talking.
Is it Colombian pesos?
I'm not talking about $500,000 worth of Oreos. I'm talking they're going to give you $500,000.
When your dad was in here last week, was it last week or the week before talking about donuts?
It was last week.
Last week. So he was talking about donuts, and he goes, when he would go into school, this was off the air. I wish he would have told it on air because it's a great story. He was like, I would just show up late to school, and anytime he was late, he would bring a half dozen donuts to the chubby lady that worked attendance. He's like, just give half dozen donuts to her. He goes, I could have left. He goes like, I could have literally been gone the rest of the day because when you walk in with that bag of Millard family donuts, he got away with it. And he said too, he did an event he was doing some sort of a art thing for the guy who owns the Dunford Donuts here in town.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, it was awesome because I did something for him. I scanned some photos for him. I restored some pictures. And your dad's nice. And so he's like, you don't need to pay me. It's fine. I like doing it. And the guy's like, tell you what I'm going to do. Like pulls up and has a trunk full of just double chocolate donuts. Yeah. And I thought that's what we do. If you do something, you pay somebody with that thing and then you wink at them. But the reality is that donut guy's cheap. He's a cheapskate. and the reason that if Oreo gave us $500,000 worth of Oreos,
we'd love it.
We would disown them. Because it'd be like, all you're doing is giving us the thing that already churns out of your factory every day anyway.
I don't know. I would love it.
I tried the
Pop. Love it.
Did I tell you I forced my kids to try the Pop Rock Oreo?
No. Did they enjoy it?
They suck. No.
Really?
They are terrible. I'll tell you why.
Why?
You remember Pop Rocks?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What was the big drawback on Pop Rocks when you start eating them?
They kind of crunch. They kind of gunk up.
They kind of gunk up. And also, there's this weird thing where they're popping in your mouth. It's great. And then you start actually swallowing them. And then you feel this weird thing where they're still crackling in your esophagus and down like your entire...
I love that feeling,
I can't stand it. It feels like you're having an arrhythmia. And so...
There's something wrong with my heart.
No, and I'm not kidding. My kids were eating it, and they're like, what's wrong with my... Dad, what's wrong with this Oreo? And I was like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. They're eating the Pop Rock Oreos, and they were having an episode. They had medical issues.
They were afraid.
No, but they need to put a warning on the Pop Rock thing. They're like, hey.
Yeah.
Because they're buried in the cream filling.
And
when they're buried in the cream filling, they don't, wake up until they hit your digestive tract, and it's not good. It scares the kids.
It frightens the children.
So anyway,
I'll tell you.
Apparently, you can win $1 million or $500,000 from Oreo.
Well, I'll tell you. Since you mentioned the donuts, Millard's Donuts.
Just say my donuts.
From now on. I put up that photo of the old storefront. Put it up on Twitter. Put it up on Instagram.
Yeah.
In honor of National Donut Day, and one person commented. They said, "I thought you were always joking. I thought that was like a bit that you were doing. I didn't know that your family really had a donut shop." And then a few people actually told me in all seriousness that I should resurrect that. We should get Millard's Donuts going again with the malted milk donuts.
But you also had a handful of people who were started doing retroactive Yelp reviews. They're like, the service there wasn't that great. The old man Millard gave me a weird look and threw a donut hole at me. These donuts don't live up to the standard. I actually prefer Krispy Kreme. You start getting all these. So it was nice of your dad to come in to.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Hey, you've got some crazy video here for me.
Yeah,
you wanted to show me.
I wanted to show this because you and I, we are in the business of language and talking, right? That's what we do, and that's almost the totality of what we do. And John on Twitter teed up this cool video that he thought we would really enjoy, and we do because not only are we big talkers, which we are, but you and I also know foreign language. Now, we don't know the same foreign language.
I know, which is really sad for me because...
we can't speak in code.
Because I know that if there's something that people say about Ethan, they're like, hey, Ethan Yeah. I met Ethan in Romania. We were on, serving a mission together, and then they'll be like, Ethan speaks really great Romanian.
Yeah.
And I'm always
I
like,
killed at it.
And I respect people with language skills because I took it upon. I was like, I'm gonna be the best white guy Spanish speaker in Argentina.
Right.
Because I don't want to come out here and I don't want to sound like, the grandma who started taking Spanish lessons today with a bad accent. I don't like the bad accent, dude. You know me.
So check this out. This is a unique encounter between two polyglots. Now, a polyglot is someone who learns a lot of different language, and that's like their thing.
But they also eat tons of polyglot.
Polyglot.
Polygut.
The polyglots or something else. It's different from being multilingual. If you're multilingual, obviously you know a few different languages. A lot of people are multilingual.
But what's a polyglot?
A polyglot is someone who really learns a lot of language as like their profession.
Okay.
So you might have a polyglot tour guide, someone who can give a tour in a half a dozen different languages. Okay. That would be a tour guide. That would be a polyglot as opposed to someone who, was raised speaking Spanish and learned English.
I'm looking this up.
Like
I'm going to look up this word because I think you're making it up. But go ahead.
So check this out. These are two polyglots, one from Macedonia, and they meet together just randomly in the Netherlands. And so they do this little video, and between them, they speak 21 languages. And so they start talking.
A lot of languages, a lot of. Yeah, I don't want to say number. But so let's practice all the languages which we have in common. So you can say a language and we're going to speak.
So unfortunately, they ramble a little bit. So I'm going to skip through some of these languages.
You know what? We can also relate to dudes who just get up there and start rambling.
And just won't shut up, won't get to break. Won't get to the next topic.
Okay, so they're
all
doing
right. So I
English
can fast forward a little bit. Here's this man.
Quiero escuchar español argentino.
Here, I'm going to go full screen.
Yo puedo hablar español argentino también. Si tú quieres en México es muy calor, mucho calor.
So that's Spanish. How is it?
Not great.
Not great?
To be honest, but you know what?
They're doing it.
They're doing it, and it's these are actual vocabulary words, and the instruction's fine.
All right, so
I would imagine the ability to be able to maintain accents between all of them would be really hard.
Here's Portuguese.
Como gente ou a universidade?
Nee, como gente. Com amigos comecei a falar. Sim. É muito fácil para mim.
Pretty good, yeah, pretty good. All right.
Yeah, all right, okay. Let's skip forward a little bit here. How about Dutch?
Plaat Nederlands, Vlaams.
Kun je wat spreken? Brabant.
Ja, zeker. Nee, ik wil
That's
Belgisch
impressive.
vinden.
Isn't that cool?
So they're on to Dutch. Now what?
How about French? Now, see, we're reaching a point where they could almost be saying anything. And now, I mean, no kidding, just after this much, because these are all Romance languages all in a row, and my head is swimming. I'm not.
Okay. Pause. What is more insufferable? These guys, the guys who talk about how many animals that they've rescued, not adopted, rescued.
Right.
I rescue animals. Well, how many? I don't want to really put a number on it, but, a lot.
One when I was 12.
17. Just this year, I made new prosthetic limbs for my dog, Sparky.
No one else would take him.
Or the guy who goes, oh, that's cool you run marathons. I actually run ultras.
So
that
great.
guy, or
the polyglot,
or the parent of like triplets.
Well, because you're right about these guys. It's kind of the same thing. Oh, you're learning Spanish. That's wonderful.
Cool. These guys are so blowhardy. They're like, they just act like they're. Look, I'm starting to hate these guys. Keep going.
I'm actually
with every
really
language. With every language, I get more and more jealous / hate these guys a little bit more. Keep going.
This is Mandarin. Oops. There we go.
Just making it up. See, I do this. I could do the same thing.
You could.
I could pretend like I'm saying stuff too. It's all Here's
Ty.
So he got his degree as the one.
That's English.
Oh,
that is
was
so English.
That was a bystander.
Oh.
Oh, here's Russian. They move on to Russian. Here's Arabic.
See, I can do it too.
I would have no way of knowing. Tagalog. Tagalog.
My favorite of all of the Girl Scout cookies.
The Tagalogs.
Kumusta?
Kumusta? Marunong ka ko rin mag-Tagalog kasi.
So it's Tagalog.
Okay, so now look, they're on number 11 here. Korean. Here we
Korean.
go.
Hey.
This is really impressive.
It is, and I'm gonna be honest too. Like I said, there's jealousy there because this is to be able to speak these languages and to get them all together. 21 languages. They're only on number 12.
I'm not going through the rest of them.
I want to see deep cuts, so kind of fast forward and while they're going here.
All right.
And I'll stop you on one because I want to hear one that's like
Vietnamese,
really difficult. German we've heard before. We've heard these. Look, it's fine.
They spend a lot of time in German.
To be able to have a couple of guys doing deep cut, Albanian sounds like it'd be hard. Go ahead. Yeah, he made that up. He's going. Yeah, he's not. The other guy doesn't speak Albanian.
No, he's having a hard time with it.
Yeah, okay.
Croatian.
Move along. Don't care. Got it. They all said Macedonian, and the Macedonian guy is the guy on the right, right?
That's his home language.
Okay,
yeah.
so where's the other guy on the left from? Where's he from?
He's from somewhere in Europe. I can't remember. It said where
I'm
it was.
impressed
Maybe
by
from
this.
Spain.
I'm really impressed. Well, I don't think it's Spain because his Spanish wasn't fantastic. But yeah. Does one of them punch the other one? Why'd you bring this video up?
I just thought it was cool because
okay.
they speak so many languages.
So no one punched each other at the end of this.
No one punches each other.
Some lady doesn't wander up and throw a drink on one of these guys?
No. All right, you want
Josh, you're supposed to vet these videos. Millennial Josh is here. We only accept videos if they end really awkwardly.
You want to take us to break in Spanish?
Lo que pasa es que nosotros, cuando venimos de vuelta, le vamos a dar un mensaje de paz. Desde Ethan. Ethan Miller nos va a traer un Zen headline. Se lleva a cabo por McDonald's. A la vuelta.